draw for the 2v2 faction battle tournament taking place on the 28th of April, just 2 days away. I will put a link in the description to the game replays thread so you can read all about it. Had 16 teams enter, which was awesome, and I'll get to the first team now. It's number 9. So first team up we have Keltos and Asmon. It's a strong first team. These guys representing Eldar. Keltos, lead designer of Elite Mod. Gonna be a very tough matchup for anyone this delete this row. And draw their opponents, lower this to 15. And their opponents are number 12, which is Nightwing and Zimran. These guys representing the Chaos Space Marines. Round 1 will be best of 3, as well all the rounds. Let's just delete this row. And draw the next team in the first round. It's going to be number 11. That is Red Rupee and Steve Budd. These guys representing the Orcs. Red Rupee, of course, Dawn of War 2 caster on YouTube. Steve Budd, I think, has a YouTube channel as well, but mostly live streams. Delete that row, and we go to draw their opponents, which is number 10. Rataxas and Maniz. These guys representing Space Marines. Could be a bit of a dark horse team, I think. Maniz, of course, knocked out Twalale in the 1v1 tournament, but then had to leave, so couldn't continue to play. So let's get my stuff together and make a note of that. And go to the next team, down to 12, and we draw the next match, which is number 7 first. This is Rosen Warrior and Metroid. These guys representing Chaos Space Marines. We had 5 Chaos Space Marine teams enter. No Grey Knights entered, unfortunately. Just delete those guys and draw their opponent. Put this down to 11. Their opponent's going to be number 5, which is Phantom Land and Raging Jenny, who are a Space Marine team. So we do have Chaos Space Marines versus Space Marines in the first round. Delete these. Whoops. Delete these guys and lower this to 10, and we will draw the next matchup. Starting off number 6, it's Mikhail and Alpha Omega. These guys are one of the other Chaos Space Marine teams. Delete them, and let's draw their opponent. This down to 9. It's number 2, which I think is Floyd and X-File. Yes, it is. These guys representing the Tyranids, the only Tyranid team that entered the tournament. Delete those guys. And we will draw the start of the next matchup in round 1. It's number 6. And that is Adilla and Godolo. Going to be a very, very strong team. These guys representing Eldar. Let's delete this row. Go back here. Lower it to 7, and their opponents will be number 7. It's Chaos Librarian and Crazy Man. These guys, one of the other Chaos Space Marine teams. Should be a good matchup. 6 teams left then. 3 matches left. Let's get to the first of them. It's number 5, and that is Tiger and Fortune. These guys also representing the Chaos Space Marines. So let's delete these guys out and draw their opponents for the first round. It's number 1, which is Eerie and Lag. I know that. These guys are representing the Imperial Guard. So we delete these guys and we draw the last 2 matches. First up is number 2, which is Tex and Twalala. These guys representing Orcs. Very, very strong team, obviously. Let's see if we can get them up against Dark Riku and Codex. That would be an awesome first round match. Only 3 teams left. And Tex and Twalala's opponent is number 1, which is Shas-El and Stoned Elfboy. These guys are another Imperial Guard team. which means the last matchup, of course, is Dark Recruit and Codex as Space Marines versus Alex and Final Push as Space Marines. So we do have a mirror in the first round. That concludes the draw. Good luck to all the teams. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you with as many replays from this tournament as I can.